Hey, thanks for tuning into the Daily Devo. Today, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the chokehold that anxiety can put on us in our lives. Hey, so a couple nights ago, I'm laying in my bed and my kids are doing the kid thing they do. They're running around, they're playing, they're just being weirdos, right? Complete psychomaniacs, really. And I realize in this moment, I have two 4-year-old kids, and my son, he's got his hands around his sister's neck, playing, but like choking her, and so I have to go into this long explanation with him because he's all boy. And I have to explain to him, like, nobody wants that. Like, nobody wants to be choked out in life. And it really got me thinking about this idea of stress and anxiety. Really, stress or anxiety, the word, it really means to strangle or to hold, to withhold oxygen or life from something, to choke something out. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way before. I don't know if you've had pressures in your life that make you feel like, man, life feels so strangled right now. I feel like I can barely breathe because of all the pressure I'm facing. I know this. I know that for you and I, life is full of stressors. I mean, life is full of things that feel like they can just be choking us out. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's your health. Maybe you're just obsessed with thinking about safety and how things are looking for you and your family and your future. Maybe it's your relationships or your kids or your spouse. I love this in 1 Peter chapter 5. Peter tells us what to do when stress is choking us out. And he gives us one really simple thought. I'm going to read in 1 Peter chapter 5 in verse number 7. It says this: cast all your anxiety on him, talking about God, because he cares for you. And Peter gives us one really, really simple idea. Next time that you feel choked out, next time you feel stressed out, do one thing. Turn it over to God. Isn't it interesting how anxiety or stress, for so many of us, it comes late at night or even in the middle of the night? And the next time that happens, listen, this is what Peter said. He said, just in that moment, take and pass it on to God. Just turn it over to him. Like I want to literally ask you, I want to challenge you, next time you feel overwhelmed with something, to say these words: God, I'm giving this to you. I'm turning this over to you. I am going to choose today not to worry about this. I am going to trust that you are worried about this for me. Have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to somebody about something and you realize they just don't care? I mean, you're telling them a story or you're trying to, express something that's on your heart, and you can read their eyeballs and you realize they really just don't care about what's going on in your life. It's a pretty disappointing moment. I love that Peter says this. He said, cast it all on God and know this, he cares for you. Like whatever it is that you're worried about in your day-to-day, God wants you to know this. He wants you to know there's no good in you stressing and worrying about it. It's a complete waste of your time. It's destroying your spirit. It's destroying your peace. And God says this, listen, just turn it over to him. Literally express with words if you need to. Express, God, I am releasing this to you, and I believe that you care about this detail in my life. I believe that you're as obsessed with this moment as I could ever be, and that your desires and your thoughts are for me and not against me. So I hope today I hope that you and I, next time we feel overwhelmed, next time we feel a little choked out, I hope that we'll remember to turn it over to God, to release it to him and just cast all of the pressure on his shoulders because he loves us and he cares for us today.